eventually. What we're gonna do here is I don't really have much choice, so we're gonna have to farm some health here. Because if I don't, I'm going to die again as soon as I slide. So I need to do that. And hopefully he drops some big health for me eventually. Otherwise we're gonna be here for a bit. Because as you can see, he does not drop life every time I kill one of his little tops. So anyways, while we farm for life here, what else do I want to talk about with Mega Man 3? I think I mentioned in the first episode that Mega Man 3 has sort of a unique gimmick to it, and I don't really want to give that away in case this is your first time seeing a Mega Man 3. But it does not appear in any of the other Mega Man games, though they tend to try to do a bit of obfuscation after Mega Man 3 as to what's going on. And at a certain point you like, okay, you gave me this twist like twice before. I know what it is. You don't have to pretend. Like you know, M. Night Shyamalan is a great example of that, where you know, the it's all in your head, it's all a dream twist thing just at a certain point just does not play well, because you know, everybody knows your name as being the famous director who likes to put twists at the end of his movie. So like everybody, like as soon as you do that, you get to do that one time essentially. And then after that, every time people watch your movies, they're expecting a twist somewhere. So they're all sitting there like little theater detectives trying to figure out where the twist is and what the twist is going to be. And it ends up going from like, oh wow, that was really kind of clever, to that was really stupid. Like, why would that be the twist? Alright, we're back to full health. So now I just need to make some room here. Take a little damage, that's fine. That's okay. As long as we get through this section. That's all that matters. Mega Man! Let's make these jumps, Mega Man! Mugus Man. So yeah, you want to just keep being aggressive with those jumps, because I don't know what happens if you get to the top, but I know when you get to the bottom you die. So Top Man's another one that's pretty easy. Despite the fact I just took damage there. Yeah, if you slide right, if you slide correctly, you should be able to do Top Man without much trouble, though I seem to be having lots of trouble with him right now. Slide. Don't take damage. And then you're good. So this is what I mean by, you know, this game may be the easiest one to do a Buster only run on, just because that was my first attempt at a Top Man. Like actually fighting Top Man. And I didn't use his weakness. And, you know, so far we've beaten... Now I know we beat Hard Man and Magnet Man using E-Tanks, but if I had been a little bit better with the dodging, I think we'd been okay to not have to use any E-Tanks. Who do I want? Do I want Snake Man or Spark Man? Well, one or the other. So, I don't remember the weaknesses of these bosses, so I have no idea if Sparkman is bad against Magnet Man, or he's not bad against Top Man, because I know Top Man is good against Shadow Man, and Gemini Man's bad against Snake Man. But that's about it. I don't really know if, like, oh, and Hard Man's bad against Magnet Man. But, like, I don't know if, like, is Magnet bad against electricity? Is Needle bad against electricity? the whole weakness type charting always sort of grinds my gears a bit, because you start getting into that sort of like halfway place of like, is ice good against fire, or is fire good against ice? And the answer is usually water's good against fire, fire's good against ice, and ice is good against water, you know, because it's sort of like a triangle, you know, or fire, earth, and water. Those usually go in a triangle as well, because wind is so hard to represent media. Electman, well, I don't remember this stage being that difficult, so I could be wrong. Up to this point, it's pretty easy, and then I don't remember what comes after this. A lot of these hammer joes, though, whatever these guys are called, hammer buttholes. Seen them in pretty much every stage I've done so far. This area is kind of difficult, but not really. Just a matter of getting your ass off these things. So as you can see, just a quick short jump, followed by sometimes just walking off the edge is all you need to do. That was unfair. So we're going to use Rush Coil and hopefully we won't get hit. You can also accidentally send Rush down the ladder. He will not stand on top of the ladder, he will go straight down. You have to re-summon him. However, this guy goes down in 3 hits. So, thumbs up. Nice. That's full health. Alright, we're gonna fall. You remember how we climbed all of those levels up? Now we're just falling straight down to basement 10. There's 2 ways to get around this. It's doing what I'm doing right now, which is just shooting and then running. And then there's also, as soon as it drops the garbage block, metal block thingy, you jump up on it, glide, and it allows you to get through that area before another garbage block drops down on top of you. So we got this puzzle again, except now we've got it with these guys. It actually makes it easier because the damage they deal to me allows me to get invincibility frames, and even though I did take a little bit of damage, it didn't actually affect whether or not we were going to beat, you know, this boss or not. And no, I didn't initially anticipate doing this as a boss only run. I'm definitely not going to stick to that. A lot of these early bosses that I've been fighting are very easy to evade their attacks, and again, I don't have a E-tank anymore. I've used up all of the E-tanks that I've found so far, so this is us doing this correctly without hopefully dying. Obviously, you don't want to take crash damage like I just did, but you can see we're getting close to being done with him. We got another 3 hits. That's gonna be, I was gonna say that's probably death, but I got lucky and it was not. Had enough health, in other words, to tank that. You got Spark Shock, which I don't know what that's good against. I mean, obviously there's a limited number of people it could be good against. It could be good against Snake Man, Needle Man. We'll give Needle a try. So I'm pretty sure Needle Man's bad against Gemini. So I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but what are you gonna do? Get one more, right? even the best, whatever, even the best fighting game player only wins, what is it, 50? It's some ridiculously low number. It's like the best fighting game players that like consistently compete for championships only win 56% of their games or something. It's ridiculous. Oh, by the way, you see this giant helmet-looking thing, half sun, with the what looks to be a giant Met? It's a giant Met, first of all, and second of all, we'll be seeing that later on when we get past the 8 robot masters. At some point I'm gonna have to take a break from this because I feel I've got a splitting headache coming on. Go, Mega Man! I'm dead. I'm not dead. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fuck this up. Oh, I want the E-Tank. Let me have the E-Tank. Oh, I have but 1 health left. Fascinating. Get the rush coil up there. Oh, I'm barely missing death. Did not work. Okay, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna try to take our 1 health Mega Man as far as he'll go. Yes, I know he only has 1 health, so we're gonna see what this boy can do. How far can he get before he ultimately dies right here? Alright, I got a little buffer now. That's nice. Oh, we're at the boss already. Sweet. So as long as I can... Yep, I got a life to waste. He should be... I think we'll be good to beat Needle Man, though. I'm not 100% sure either. He can be a bit challenging. He's not super challenging, but he can be a bit challenging. Mainly because he's doing that, which is a targeted attack. And then he uses his... What you just saw there, which is his little needle head. I don't know. Arm killer thing. He is not bad against Magnet. Magnet's doing 1 damage to him. Alright. We're gonna try... Nope, Top Man's not gonna work. We can try Hard Man. Nope, Hard Man pinks off of him, which means it's not effective at all. I've got Snake, I think? No, I got Spark. Nope, Spark does not work against him either. That means the only thing that works against him is likely Gemini. And then of course the Buster Cannon itself. Which will do damage to not everything in the game, but it'll do damage to most things in the game. Let's try again. We're gonna go Snake Man this time. The Snake Man is much more doable. So I must say, in this game, I like most of the Robot Masters. You know, the idea behind most of the Robot Masters designs. Shadow Man's great. Snake Man's okay. I like the concept of a Snake Man. I like the way they ultimately led to his design. That's pretty cool. I think Hard Man's kind of a stupid name or stupid concept for a boss. He's hard. I don't know. It means something. I don't know. Doesn't really work quite well in this day and age in terms of like oh yeah, he's hard. Like, yeah, he's strong, he's big and strong, and, you know, nobody can, you know, he's hard to defeat or whatever, but, like, what is, you know, what is hard, quote unquote. Not a fan of his design either. Who else? Sparkman, pretty cool. I like he's a spark plug. Electric bass character. Fine. Top Man, I think, is kind of an interesting concept. I don't know how well it ultimately played out in that game, you know, the overall scheme of Mega Man. Like, where does Top Man's... It's unique, definitely unique. It's... I don't know if high risk, high reward is the right term, but, like, you gotta get in there so that, you can do damage. And it's not like the shields, like the Leaf Shield, where you just, you know, you just have to be close enough to the enemy to deal damage, or let the enemy run into you and they'll kill themselves. It's more like, well, no, you gotta use your sprite in combination with jumping and this power for it to work. So, like, for Shadow Man, it works super great because he's always jumping. All you have to do is jump, press the button, and then hopefully it connects. If it connects, then you've probably done a decent chunk of damage to him. If it does not connect, then you may run out of Top Man power before you kill Shadow Man. But he tends to go down all at once or not at all. I also hate this part so much. I hate this with such a vehement passion. I mean, yeah, the little guys like that, they're fucking obnoxious as hell. But if you stop as soon as you see them, they'll pole vault over you, and the pole vault won't hit you, and they won't hit you either, I guess. This section right here is obnoxious to me. Not that it's super difficult, it's just that, you know, you've got the little upward cloud things, and I want to say it's kind of easy to miss a jump here. And then you want to stay in the middle of these columns as well, because if you're standing too far off to one side or the other, it'll just push Mega Man, and when it pushes it left or right, he will die, because he'll be off the stage at that point. I kind of don't, I was going to say, I kind of don't want to deal with you for that exact reason. And we've made Snake Man, congratulations. You feel fired. You see we're going Buster only here with him as well, because the game's very advantageous for that. Plus, you can see with the slow down the curse, it makes it a lot easier to hit him. As long as he's not, you know, jumping on your head, but... Get out of here! Congratulations, you did it. You beat Buster Only Snake Man. Now we're gonna go after Gemini Man. There's a little bit of a different problem. You got Search Snake. I like to search for Snake. Doesn't do a very good job of searching though. And it's just that one eye, and it doesn't really look that well. So these guys here that are coming down and shooting fire can easily be negated with some Magnet Man power. Obviously, Snake's good against Gemini Man, so you don't necessarily need to conserve Magnet Man's ability for the boss. But holding on to Magnet Man's power, I mean, not using it here wouldn't be that big of a deal, I don't think. You just don't want to fall in any of these pits, which, as you can see, the enemies are pretty well lined up. I think it's fair. I mean, you get plenty of view on them before they can hit you, but in the exact same way, yeah. I think we're gonna fix this time. Yeah. This is another thing that some of these Mega Man games do that I don't really understand. I mean, it's a design. I know it's a design choice, but like this game, they give you like the little bottom menu, and you have to switch between two different pages. And I think later Mega Man games, they just do the whole page. Like, you know, you got a whole page that you can select from any of the weapons. Don't frickin' worry about it. I mean, essentially you're on pause no matter what. It's not like the game continues while you have it selected. That was close. And now I've gotten pretty much through this first section, which can be a little challenging, I think, but pretty good here until I drop my ass into the pit. Alright, so no Magnet Man power, I ran out of it, and yeah, let's do this without dying. Despite the fact that I've already proven that it's kind of difficult. I really do like, even though this game isn't, I don't think this game is as good as 2, I really like, all of the character design. Well, I wouldn't say all the character design, I like most of the character designs in this game. Well, I'm getting really lucky with these extra lives. I mean, it's like, okay, I stupidly lost a life last turn, and I just picked up another one. And then, you know, so I'm like net neutral here on these lives. If our luck can continue or not. So was I trying? Yeah. Hey, buddy. What you gonna do? You gonna fight me? Nah, he's just gonna open up the door for me. This is like the only time in the game he does that. You don't fight him, he just goes, okay, door's open, you're good. I don't know if that was supposed to be a scripted fight at one point and then they changed it or what. If I had Rush Jet, I'd go up and get that extra life, but I do not. And I don't think there's like a grabby power like there is in some of the other Mega Man games that sort of like acts as like a collecting item. I'm thinking like a Cutsman power, but I don't think Cutsman can collect items either. But something like that that's... Oh look, another 1-up. That's free. What I was trying to say earlier before I got distracted by, you know, the 1-up, that I keep getting these 1-ups, is that, I really like the designs of most, if not all, the characters in this game. Obviously, Shadow Man, probably my favorite design. I think maybe some of that's also a little biased as well because of how cool Shadow Man looks in Mega Man Battle Network, but I like him. He's like a better designed Quick Man. Even Spark Man in this game it's got a unique design. He's a spark plug, and even though it's kind of a weird design, I really like it a lot. That was a waste. That's okay. Kind of free. So not entirely necessary. Yeah, I'm sort of ignoring the elephant in the room. You got these like little egg things, and then little robot spermy men come out of them. Which I'm sure is an obvious joke that everyone who's ever played this game has already made. You got the little eggs shooting little spermy men out, but whatever. Another life. Sweet. Getting really lucky on this run. Normally you don't get like one Mega Man life, let alone like 3 or 5. Trying to think here. What other designs? I love Gemini Man's great design. Such a great idea for a boss. Top Man. I like Top Man, even though Top Man's power is kind of weird to use. I even like that. I'm trying to think if there's any bosses in this game that I don't like, or I think it's kind of a stupid design. Needle Man, that's pretty good. Snake Man, good. Probably one I'm not thinking of. I'm not a fan of Hard Man. I think it's kind of a silly design, but what are you gonna do? We're all gonna be winners. I mean, even in, you know, Mega Man, well, I guess Mega Man 1 I've got too much memory of, from the cartoon series for me to be critical of it.